welcome to the Tavern Chat Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog, Discord server, media group, Facebook group, Twittering, and that Instagram shite. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, Frog God Games has been recently re-releasing some of its out-of-print material on Amazon. Now, I don't know the full backstory of this. I know that they were putting up some of their titles for like Europe and Australia, New Zealand as print on demand. It was an experiment to see how it's going to work. And let's be honest. Frog God, their printer, prints out textbook quality books. Bill Webb has taken books like The Blight and taken it to his shooting range on his property and put bullets into it to show how strong these books are, how thick they are in withstanding firearms. But if you're over in Europe, right? If you're over in New Zealand, when the price to ship the book is probably the price for the book, so a $95 book is costing $85 to ship, it's pointless, right? So Frog God Games was experimenting with print on demand to get these books into people's hands on the other side of the pond. What they recently did is they, and again, I'm not, they've got the Home of Adventure Design, Toad by Matt Finch. If you have not tried this book, if you've not read it, it is fucking awesome. I believe it was part of a Humble Bundle a couple months back, so you might have it in PDF. I own, I guess theoretically I own 3 copies. I have the originals that Matt I self-published. I believe it was 3 separate softcover volumes. I have the first printing of the hardcover, and I have the second printing of the hardcover. Now, you can get it on Amazon in softcover or hardcover. I'm assuming, since it's in softcover and hardcover, that it is a print on demand, but it's not print on demand in the way that I guess what we Continual Light is, where you put your order in and they print it, because it tells you when if it's in stock. Because I think Monstrosities is also available in softcover, and Monstrosities is something else that I own multiple copies of, because I got an extra copy from the Swords and Wizardry complete 3rd print Kickstarter, and I had a prior copy. Monstrosities is probably one of the best monster books in the OSR because each monster entry comes with a hook. It is awesome. I know Monstrosities is also up there as a softcover release. It's an excellent way, and not just for overseas people. If you want these 2 titles, I'm going to do a little research and find out what other titles that might be up there. I'm hoping it's going to be other things like Tome of Horror and maybe Rappanathic, the classic, not the 5e version, but the classic Swords and Wizardry and Pathfinder versions. Because, let's be honest, it's hard. The reason why you run a Kickstarter, if you're a fairly major RPG company, to print these books, is to make sure that you have your printing costs covered. You print what the Kickstarter is paying for, and then your overage is what you're going to sell at your store, and that's where most of your profit's going to come from, is the overage, right? But if you print blindly, you might be sitting on stuff in a warehouse for years. You don't want that, all right? So that is why people go, why? What is Frog God Games? What is Goodman Games? And they're big companies. Why do they have to use Kickstarters? Because they're using Kickstarter to make sure that they aren't sitting on a shit ton of overstock. You know, that can kill a company. And let's be honest, you know, if you're in the RPG industry, a couple of bad months can kill a company. You know, it's happened. Why do companies like Paizo or even, I guess, Green Ronin with the Mastermind, why do they reboot systems? Well, you reboot because, and the excuse is always rules bloat. But the reason why you're rebooting is because you want to regain the sales you were getting from those core books. Now, a game like Swords and Wizardry, which has never been the main moneymaker for Frog Eye Games, for the longest time it was Pathfinder, and then it became 5e. And it's a good way to judge how the market's going, too. But Swords and Wizardry is a steady moneymaker. It's just not the moneymaker. You know, it doesn't usually pay to reprint a book, do a second print run, unless you're doing something new with it and you can do a Kickstarter or a crowdfunding with it. So to put these books out print on demand, I think that, or limited print runs through CreateSpace / the Kindle store or whatever Amazon's calling it this day, I think that's an awesome way to get these books into the hands of people who want them without the company taking a financial risk and without the customer overpaying. The quality of these books that are printed on demand has certainly gone up. Now, Swords of Wizardry Continual Light. I offer that on Amazon for $7 in print. It's a small book. And trust me, I don't make much on a sale of it, but hey. But I don't have the print up on drive-thru because Amazon took the file I submitted and said, hey, yeah, we found 3 problems with it, and we fixed it, and you're good to go. Whereas drive-thru / Lightning Source said, you got these things you need to fix, and I am not somebody who can do any of that shit. So here we are, years later, not there. So, but in any case, if you want to purchase it, go onto Amazon, do a search, Tome of Adventure Design, or go to 10cardstavern.com, and today's blog post, and today being, what's it, the 16th of September, 2020, today's blog post talks about it. You got a link to it, and I will get a couple of coins as a referral. It doesn't hurt. If you want to support the tavern and you're doing something that you were done anyway, shop at Amazon. If you can shop through the tavern's links, then you found a way to support the tavern monetarily without costing you a penny extra. And I certainly appreciate all of it. If you like the podcast, word of mouth is how we survive. Let folks know. Folks, in the midst of the pandemic, common sense, seek professional medical advice. If you need more than common sense, ignore the talking heads on TV. I don't care what they're saying. I don't care who they support. They're probably all fucked up anyway. Be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, and God willing, I will talk with you all tomorrow. Later, folks.